Hello and welcome to the end of the postseason. Boys, as always, I am your host, Scotch on the sidelines, Dalton Van Pelt. Coming at you 2 days late. Life happens, work happens. Sometimes I'm going to get pulled away. It's just what it is. I work more than everyone except for Cody. So it happens.
I don't know. I worked 30 hours this weekend, man. I'm pooped. That's for sure.
It's a broad statement.
Yeah.
It's probably too much trash talk. I apologize.
We all
Speaking
work
of
for a
trash
living.
talk, there was a lot to talk trash about this week.
Yes, there was.
Let's jump right into it. Starting with the Thursday night game. I will say I did get to watch a little bit of football this weekend, but not a lot. I mean, what's new?
Yeah.
But I was at the hospital in Casper or Wyoming Medical Center or something like that.
Yeah.
For work. So I watched the Raider game.
Gross.
Because it was the only one that was on. And then I watched intermittently Tampa Bay and Buffalo.
Yeah, gosh.
That was about it.
There are some good games this weekend, man. And
start with Vikings Steelers.
Yeah, so I watched 2 games of the week, and it was Thursday night and Monday night. And I've only caught the highlights and the game by game. Like I said, I worked all weekend. I watched 5, 6 minutes of the Chiefs game, but just going off from what I've seen, it might be a little short recap this week. But I mean,
all right.
From looking at the scores and the highlights, and man, there were some good games this weekend. I wish I could have caught some of them, but one of the decent games was actually Pittsburgh, Minnesota.
Chase Claypool.
It looked like the route was on, and Minnesota was going to blow them out of the water. And then Big Ben angry and marched his team back. And within one score, it was pretty good. Ben was getting frustrated all night long. The line wasn't blocking for him, and it was bad. There was one time he trying to snap the ball, center didn't snap it, and it ended up being a delay of game. The ball came back after the delay of game, and he just punched the ball as it came back. And God, they're bad. 6-1 for the Steelers. But Minnesota, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin freaking Cook. This is the Dalvin Cook. Is Dalvin Cook going to play? Is it going to be a split? Is it just going to be an emergency situation? No such thing as an emergency situation for Dalvin Cook. They strapped that shoulder harness on. Strapped that harness on, and he went to work, and he ran gashes through the Steelers defense, if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
but
pretty wild stuff.
Yeah,
weird ending on this one, wasn't it?
Yeah, Pittsburgh did have a chance to. They scored and went for the 2-point conversion, but they were trying to march down the field, and they were marching back down the field, and Chase Claypool does a little celebration with like 15 seconds to go, cost them 5-6 seconds off the clock, and he was super pissy about it, like someone stealing the ball from him, and it was just a complete disaster. I mean, Pittsburgh may not have won the game anyway, but that takes away an additional play. But the Steelers did get down to the final. I think they got inside the red zone, but just couldn't. Pat Freiermuth dropped the would-be potential game-tying touchdown pending 2-point conversion on 4th down. So it turned out to be a pretty good game. After I believe the Vikings were up 29-0 at halftime or midway through the third quarter. So, and then Pittsburgh came marching back with some Najee Harris touchdowns, a James Washington touchdown, a Freiermuth touchdown. But it was all Dalvin Cook in this game.
Yes, it was. All right, moving on. Atlanta beats Carolina in the annual Who Gives a Shit Bowl.
Drink. Fun fact: Cam Newton got benched twice in this game. So he's been benched 3 times in the last 2 games. So after he threw a pick 6, not much from this game. Hayden Hurst catches a touchdown. Robbie
Mike
Anderson
Davis back in the game.
Mike Davis. Chuba Hubbard gets a touchdown. Not much from this game that was very interesting. Cordero Patterson and Mike Davis did split some work. That was a little different than in the past.
I guess last week was the same story as well.
Yeah. Like I said, PJ Walker, Cam Newton split some time. And let's see, Chuba Hubbard and Amir Abdullah split time. Hubbard took most of the groundwork, did get the 17-yard rushing touchdown, but Abdullah did handle all the passing down work, 4 targets through the air. So splitting that backfield up.
All right. San Francisco beats Cincinnati in overtime. I imagine this ended pretty well. I have no information about this game besides the fact that Brandon Ayuk scored with 1:53 left to go. Last time I looked at that score, the Bengals had kicked the field goal to take the lead in overtime.
So from what I had seen just in the highlights and then the game by game recaps, George Kittle's still a beast. Took over the game. They are utilizing Deebo Samuel as a running back now. He's had a crazy stat, 3 catches in the last 3 weeks. And that's
still effective, which is the weirdest thing.
But he's been effective on the ground. That's good for him, but we'll see if that can keep up. And then Jamar Chase catches 2 touchdowns. T. Higgins is getting back into the box score. But Brandon Ayuk did catch that game-winning touchdown pass. They did rule him down originally, but reviewed it and was awarded the game-winning touchdown. But man, Kittle's a beast. Oh man.
All right, moving on. Cleveland takes out Baltimore. The one week I decided to bet on them not to cover, they cover the last second. I watched this game too. The end of it anyway.
Yeah,
but I mean, all they have to do is stop them from scoring a touchdown, and the Browns cover. But no, Mark Andrews for no reason.
It didn't help that Lamar got hurt in the first quarter. I think the game would have been obviously a little different. I think the Ravens would have covered in that situation. Baker Mayfield does get banged up.
They did cover. The Ravens did.
Oh, you bet on the Ravens not to cover.
Correct. So I bet for the Browns to win -2.5.
Yeah. And they won by 2.
Yes.
So
good job, Vegas.
Good job there. That's why they paid in the big bucks.
Yes, that's why they do that.
But just a weird game. Kareem Hunt gets hurt again. It looks like a high ankle sprain.
Done for the season. Sounds like.
A little talk about this week. This upcoming week, the Browns are without a lot of players. There's so many players on the COVID list for them.
Jarvis Landry, Baker Mayfield,
Wyatt Teller.
It's basically Nick Chubb.
And
he's the only one who's not.
Yep.
Their coach, Stefanski.
So that's going to be difficult for them. So roll out your, Nick Chubb shares.
And roll out your who coached for the Browns in Week 15 in 2021 trivia question.
Yeah. Back to Baltimore, though. Obviously, Lamar got hurt. So Tyler Huntley came in.
Lamar was in my daily lineup too.
Yeah, that cost you.
And Kareem Hunt.
Huntley is like a less skilled version of Lamar Jackson, but it's the same offense. That's why they have him. I do expect Lamar probably not to play this week. They did sign a quarterback off. They signed Josh Johnson off the Jets practice squad. So that's kind of a little bit of foreshadowing. I think he's going to miss this week. Rashad Bateman finally had a little coming out party. And Mark Andrews is the tight end 1.
Overall?
Wow. He has surpassed Travis Kelce in points and points per game.
That's wild.
Yeah. Mark Andrews is a stud. So little fun fact there for the Mark Andrews manager out there. But yeah, Travis Kelce, he's had 3 for 27 back-to-back weeks. So, but get off the Chiefs. But yeah, Baltimore, I expect them. They're kind of falling apart. That whole AFC North kind of falling apart. So
I feel like you could get some really good odds on Ravens to win the Super Bowl right now.
Are they going to make the playoffs?
Yes.
You think they're still going to win the division?
Let's see. I will pull this up real quick
because Ravens are
futures.
Ravens are 8-5. The Bengals, I believe, are second.
7-6.
7-6. Browns are 7-6. Pittsburgh 6-1.
Okay. Right now, you can get the Ravens plus 3,500 to win the Super Bowl. To make the playoffs, currently, sorry, dead air. I don't know why they're not on here.
They're not good.
Maybe they just don't want. Maybe that's not something they allow you to bet on right now.
For what?
To make the playoffs.
I think they might have taken them off the books because of Lamar.
Right. You can still bet on. You know what? I right now am going to bet on the Ravens to win the Super Bowl plus 3,500.
How much? $5?
$1 hair.
So to win $35?
To pay 36. Yep.
Pay 36.
There we go.
There you
the
go.
Ravens win. Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. There you go. You heard it here first. $1 worth of confidence behind it.
$1 worth. Yeah, that division is just falling apart.
Yep. Broncos slap around the Lions. The Lions don't cover either.
No.
That bet I told you guys to take did not cash whatsoever. 38-10. Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. You can start him every week.
Yeah, Cole started both of them, got 45 points out of them.
All week, he's been starting both of them. Or
Yep.
all year.
Been great. I mean, they've both been great.
Some random guy named Craig Reynolds decided to rush for 83 yards on 11 carries.
Craig Reynolds, that's who everyone's been talking about. And it's going to be the same exact situation.
Where's number 46, guys?
Yeah, it's a fullback. Fullback.
He did not play. Oh, wait, hold on. He has 6 career games. He has 12 career carries. So before this weekend, he had 1 carry for 4 rushing yards.
It kind of reminds me of the whole I think it was 2 weeks ago, the whole Jets situation. Austin Walter had a good game, and then
COVID season.
Then COVID season happened, and then it was the Tevin Coleman show. Like, obviously, no one in our league picked up Craig Reynolds. I've seen Craig Reynolds picked up other places, but that's
every other running back in the Lions was picked up in our league, though.
Yeah, Godwin Ikebike and
Jamar Jefferson.
Jamar Jefferson, because COVID season, and it is in full force right now.
Yes,
the Lions didn't do much. Obviously, Swift didn't play. Hawkinson was a no-go as well. Khalif Raymond, I believe, is the only touchdown from the Lions, and now they are a 11-1 record. Broncos are sadly 7-6.
Blaster equals Broncos.
No,
not Blaster equals Broncos. More on that later.
Proud of you, Blaster.
I mean, Lions. My bad. All right. Packers beat the Bears. I think this was a pretty good game until the second half.
Yeah, the Bears actually took a pretty decisive lead early. Jakeem Grant taking care
That
of
was a great
business.
play. That
That
97-yard punt return.
Yeah, and the
It was
46
super
yard,
cool.
the little shovel pass too is great too. Getting him in
Oh, yeah.
space. Let's see
Flash in
here.
the pan.
I mean, he's been good. I mean, he's not a no
He's
name.
an ex-Miami Dolphin, right?
Correct, he was. Aaron Jones
Not
gets
good enough for Tua, not good enough for me.
Aaron Jones does good work of the usage he gets. AJ Dillon is back to not the bench, but they're both AJ Dillon's definitely out carrying Aaron Jones, but Aaron Jones is getting the passing work.
He literally was only saved by his touchdowns, though. He only had 8 touches. So,
but effective 8 touches.
Effective 8 touches, but like, what the hell is going on in Green Bay's backfield?
Yeah, I don't know. And then Devonta Adams does Devonta Adams
torches
things.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Mercedes Lewis with 4 catches for 51 yards. He's 37 years old, folks.
Man, and who else? Yeah, Devonta Adams is so good. God.
You want to hear another name? Josiah DeGuara.
DeGuara tight end,
44 yards, tight end.
Yeah,
fat number 80. He wears 81. Sorry.
There you go.
The Dan Levitard show always talks about how Green Bay fans are so ridiculous because they'll be like, Aaron Rodgers is trash. Meanwhile, he's throwing to fat number 80 every other play.
And Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. Another share.
Yes. Should we check the wiki page real quick?
How many shares does he have of the
Chicago Bears
ownership? Yeah, he owns them.
Owner. Nope. Back to Virginia, Hollis McRae.
A game nobody wanted to watch.
Seahawks Texans.
Let's talk on it real fast.
Rashad Penny.
Rashad freaking Penny. Fine. Everyone's been waiting for this. Everyone's been waiting 4 years for this.
Yeah, he's about to end his rookie deal, and we finally got the game we've been waiting for.
Finally. My Rashad Penny best ball shares are finally coming alive. It's too bad I'm already out.
Yeah. Oh, how are you doing in Vegas? Anyway.
I'm
underdog.
Best ball on underdog. I was under the average rate of advancement, which was my first year playing underdog. Top 2 of 12 move on to the playoff brackets, like the big tournaments. I got a couple teams in. Sacken and I actually have a team in still that we drafted together when he came up here. It's a Bengals super stack team that we have. That includes
Mixon, Burrow.
Nope, we actually have Burrow, Chase, Higgins, and Boyd. We have all 3.
Wow. Oh, geez. Oh, best ball. Okay.
It's best ball though, so you're trying to hitting them. But we also we hit receivers hard in that. We hit receivers good. We have Jalen Waddle. We also have Deebo Samuel on that team. Our running backs are Dalvin Cook, CEH, and James Conner. So we're getting hot at the right time. We finished first in that. That grand prize is $1 million, boys.
Wow.
But we're one of like 14,000 teams that made the playoffs. So we're one of the best 14,000 teams in the tournament. But yeah, Rashad Penny is great. Tyler Lockett catches his big, deep moon ball shot.
Davis Mills gets a shot when he actually played really well.
He did, yeah. He's definitely going to probably be their starter next year. There's no, from what I've seen, and
think,
yeah, like next year's draft class. This is getting way ahead of ourselves. Next year's draft class is not a very good offensive draft, is what I've been hearing.
Oh, that's right.
I've heard it's a big defensive draft.
Well, Pickett, right? And that's about it.
I don't even know if, I think Pickett's the number 1 quarterback prospect, but he's like hardly does. I don't even think he has a first round grade.
No,
but he'll go in the first round.
He'll go in the first round.
Yeah,
interesting. So basically, everyone's just going to move on this year to the year after.
Yeah, everyone's going to wait for Bryce Young.
Okay,
that'll be the next one.
Kansas City, Las Vegas Raiders is we really don't need to talk about this.
Nope. Raiders are very bad.
The Raiders held a meeting pregame on the Chiefs insignia, and then it was over.
Yeah, that did not go over very well. Chiefs just handle business. Josh Gordon catch the touchdown. Good to see.
Yeah, that was weird. They designed a bubble screen for him in the first half. That was about the time everyone turned it off.
All three Chiefs running backs scored. Darrell Williams catches a 23-yard touchdown pass. Edwards-Helaire has 2 touchdowns, and Derek Gore chips in with a 51-yard to ice the game.
Saints 30.
One thing about the Raiders.
Oh, sorry.
One thing about the Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, man. That dude.
Oh, yeah, he's monster.
Monster.
My buddy I was on work with, or at work with, he's a Raiders fan, and I was joking that he was going to have 12 catches in that game. He had 12 catches before the fourth quarter.
Last 3 games, he's hit last 3 games total 30 catches, over 300 plus yards, multiple touchdowns.
Walk on.
He's been great.
National champion.
Yeah. From
Clemson.
There you go.
Deshaun Watson was his quarterback.
Yeah, dude's good. We can move on from the Raiders now. That's the one bright spot.
Saints 30. Zach Wilson's fighting Jets 9. I don't even know. The Jets were without Elijah Moore. They were without Michael Carter. They were without Tevin Coleman.
Corey Davis.
They were without Corey Davis. They had to rely on Jamison Crowder and Keelan Cole, and they combined for 4 catches for 46 yards.
Braxton Berrios.
Braxton Berrios carried the load. Yep.
No, actually, Brett Maher carried the load with like 4 field goals, 3 field goals.
The Jets could move the ball better than they have been before.
For the Saints, it's the Taysom
Kamara
Hill show. That's it.
Yeah, Taysom Hill, again, 2 touchdowns on the ground. You, just like the beginning of the year, you can't start a Saints wide receiver, and I don't think they care.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we got on the Saints.
Tennessee, 20. Jaguars, 0. Blaster equals Jaguars?
No, he's better than Jaguars. You can't put him in the same sentence with Urban Meyer.
That's true. Trevor Lawrence throws 4 interceptions.
Okay. Futures question. God. Is it a Trevor Lawrence problem as well as a Urban Meyer problem?
No, it's an Urban Meyer problem.
Is Urban Meyer going to get fired? I don't know. He has to.
You have to. It's just been a fucking zoo all year.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Deontay Foreman's the lead back for the Titans, in case you were wondering. Julio returns 4 for 33.
Julio. Doesn't matter.
AJ Brown's done for the year or about to be.
See, this is the thing. Everyone's a little like everyone's still a little scared of the Titans because if they make the playoffs, or they're going to make the playoffs, Derrick Henry and AJ Brown are slated to return week 17, week 18. Yeah. Oh. They're supposed to return for the playoffs. So imagine.
Well, they're making the playoffs. They're 9-4.
Yeah. So imagine you get Derrick Henry and AJ Brown back week 1 of the playoffs. That's going to be a little scary.
Don't forget, guys, playoffs this year are going to be the most entertaining playoffs of all time. 3 wildcard games.
Oh, it's going to be great. Only the number 1 seed has the bye. That's how it was last year. Last year was the first year of it, and it was great.
Was it?
Yeah. They had it last year.
It was great then.
It was awesome.
I don't remember. Chargers. Gold Chargers. Goal.
That Justin Herbert kid's pretty good.
Yeah, he can sling the rock.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've been hearing, but he can sling it. I wonder what his average depth of target was in this game, or in the last 4 games. I wonder if I can find.
He's hit a couple big bombs to Jalen Guyton. Jalen Guyton's pretty good.
Yeah, Jalen Guyton filling Mike Williams' role. He's just a bit quicker than Mike Williams.
Austin Eckler does get banged up a little bit. Looks like he is questionable for the game tomorrow. So
some guy named Josh Palmer got 5 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. He's 23, product of Tennessee. I don't know anything else about him.
Yeah, he's a 3rd-round pick, I believe. Good young player.
Saquon, is just as anemic as the Giants offense. I'm actually shocked that Glennon got the start. He did have some neck issues. I thought it was going to be Jake Fromm.
No, that was Daniel Jones has the neck issues. Glennon was the concussion.
Oh, Glennon just has the long neck. Okay.
Yeah, the long neck. He's got to have neck problems, but he just had a concussion.
Well, yeah, that's just his everyday life.
Yeah.
Okay. Tampa beats Buffalo in overtime.
I wish I could have watched this game. I want to try to go back and find the all 22 and watch this game.
Mike Evans was dominant.
The entire Bucs were Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
I think this was the only point on our bets that I won.
It was
this weekend. Yep.
It was close.
-3. Yeah. It was really close. I didn't think it was going to hit.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette is a monster.
Might be the steal of the fantasy draft.
Yeah, he's been coming on a lot lately. Who's got him? Is
Luke.
it Pat?
Luke.
Oh, Luke. Oh shit. Like he
needs anybody else. Buffalo, the only offense was Josh.
He played well.
Yeah, Gabe Davis and Knox catch touchdowns, but it is Brashard frickin' Perriman in overtime
with the walk-off.
The walk-off 58-yard touchdown pass. Yeah, Tampa Bay is just good, but they are getting their defense is still getting scored on quite a bit. But
yeah, the Bucs aren't as good as they were last year, 1 year older. I think they're starting to get bogged down by injuries a little bit, and that's about it.
Which team goes? I'd still probably put my money on Tampa.
Yeah. I mean, let's see what does Vegas say to win the Super Bowl, since I was just in that page. While I look this up, let's move on briefly, and I will touch back on Tampa. Cowboys take care of business against the Washington football team. I told you -4 was free money.
The Cowboys almost gave it away, though.
Yeah, which is hilarious. But this one was not as close as the box score says. But the Cowboys kind of turned off the
gas.
Yeah, they turned off the propane and the propane accessories in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. A Jonathan Williams touchdown instead of an Antonio Gibson touchdown.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson did fumble again.
So it's currently the Chiefs and the Bucs are even money plus 500.
Yep. And everyone counted the Chiefs out.
Yeah. There's really not much else to say in this Dallas-Washington game. Heineke had a rough first half. The Washington football team could not do anything because Heineke was just awful. I think he was like 2 of 11 for 19 yards at halftime or something like that.
Yeah, and the Cowboys did pull up the gas. They pulled out, so Tony Pollard wasn't playing. They pulled out Zeke like towards the midway of the third quarter, and they let Corey Clement take the run for a while.
Washington Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles.
They let him in for a while, then they got close, and then they put Zeke back in halfway through the fourth.
CeeDee Lamb does it again.
Amari Cooper gets his first touchdown since October.
Of course.
Ridiculous.
The 1 week everyone probably sat him because he was coming off of injury.
I played him. I said, screw it.
Well, I had to in one league. So,
and the Monday night cap.
Great game.
Great game.
I saw probably half or third quarter on. I saw some of it.
The question is, which Rams receiver do you start? Just start all of them. Cobb, Beckham, Van
Javonte
Jefferson.
Williams, Melvin Gordon, Van Jefferson, Odell Beckham Jr., and Cooper Kupp. That's a championship winning team in fantasy.
Yeah.
With Herbert. I like him.
Yeah. James Conner, massive day. And we'll get to it. Almost brought Sackett all the way back, which game of the week. We talked about last week that game was going to be the best between Sackett and Luke.
Oh, my gosh. It was much closer than I thought it was going to be.
And man, did it live up to the hype. It lived up to the hype. But, yeah, they all Van Jefferson does catch a 52-yard touchdown pass. That's pretty much all his work. He's the burner. Cup, I think, career high in catches, 13. Yeah.
Check your rosters, guys. There is a ton of COVID shit going on this week.
Tons. By the way, Cooper Cup has 330 something points through 14 weeks. Devonta Adams had like 355 last year. But granted, Devonta Adams only
missed some games.
He only played like 14 games.
Yeah,
so it's a little deceiving.
Well, he had like 18 touchdowns, didn't he?
Oh, he had 18. Yeah, Cooper Cup's got like 12 though already. So Cooper Cup, is he the wide receiver 1 next year?
No,
he still probably won't be the one. It'll probably be Adams. Adams or Hill.
Yes. You nailed it. You nailed it. He has 12 touchdowns.
What, 113 catches?
I just had it. Hold on. That is a lot harder to calculate because I was just looking at his fantasy page. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm not.
I can pull it up real fast.
Oh, I think I'm actually faster than you. Let's see. 113 catches, 1489, 12 touchdowns.
Said 112. Damn. Oh well.
What is the all-time season record for receiving yards?
Oh, for receiving yards.
Oh, it's like 19.
Yeah, it's Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, he's nowhere.
It's like 19. It's like 1925 or something.
Yeah, he's nowhere close to that.
But he's got 6 games to go. Or no, 4 games to go.
All right.
Well, we should take a break and
we'll be back shortly. And that was a break. Okay. Moving on to the matchups that mattered. First one we'll get out of the way. I lost to Brinkman in a must-win matchup. I had to win 2 out of 3 to end the year, and I went 1-2. So that is all she wrote for a top 2 seed. Brinkman, I knew after the 11 o'clock games it was over.
Yeah, he put a beat down on you. He had a lot. I mean, Justin Jefferson going on
Chiefs defense
Thursday. Yeah, and Chiefs defense went nuts, and Kamara went bonkers.
Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess Rodgers. Yeah, Rodgers was the Sunday night game, so I was already toast before Rodgers took the field.
Yeah, McLaurin, gets concussion. Travis Kelce doesn't do much. We did talk as Dalton and I. He did play Chase Edmonds. He was on IR, but all the reports were expected that he was going to play. And that's a tough situation on a Monday night game. We are not going to penalize him for that.
Which would have been a hilarious way for me to take this 2 seed is our first DQ.
Yeah. And I don't think that was quite fair for that. No. So let's break down this next game as we bring in this guest.
Okay. Matchup of the year. We talked about it and it did not disappoint. I believe he is still connecting.
Yeah.
But there is that big, beautiful bastard.
What's going on, Luke?
Yo, what's up? I had to download the app.
Hey, that's some pretty good audio quality right there. That oil field money is really paying for a nice phone.
Is it good?
Yeah, it sounds great. It sounds better than Zach's mic for some reason. I don't get it.
So, anyway. Luke, break down your matchup. We're in the matchups that matter, and you took down Sackett, the 2-time
matchup of the year,
and the matchup of the week, and the matchup of the year.
I think it's probably the matchup in the regular season anyway of the league.
Yeah, it was great.
It all came down to the wire Monday night. I was shitting bricks.
Lucas texted me. It was crazy.
James Conner did. They had him project. I forgot what his projection was, but it was nowhere near 33.5 points. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that saved me was thank you, Tyler Higbee, for testing positive for COVID. I
Yeah.
think that's what saved me. Ah, shit. Are we? My roommate just walked in the house.
Oh no.
Hopefully he's not
Uh-oh.
naked.
No, fuck. Doing this
You
podcast
just
thing.
You just freaked out like you were jacking off or something.
Podcast for the league. For the football league.
Say it with pride, God damn it. All right.
Feels about football.
That's all right. He can get with the program or he cannot. It's no big deal. Tell us a little bit more about your thought process behind your lineup and like decisions you had to make throughout the week. Was there tough ones or was it pretty easy?
Well, you know, the main starters like Josh Allen, Fournette, Eckler, and all them guys. The only problem is my flex and my defense. My flex spots ain't very good. And defense, I decided to go with the Rams versus Arizona instead of the Niners.
It paid off.
Really
Though.
matter.
It
was
worked
only
out
a
about the
1 point
same.
difference.
Yeah, it worked out about the same. And you don't have
Jalen
Jalen Waddle
being on
this week. Yep.
Yeah, that was the difference. That's probably what made it so challenging.
Yeah.
What was your
Waddle's
thinking?
my only real flex.
Yeah. What was your thinking? I saw you picked up Jared Cook in the middle of the day on Sunday to was that kind of blocking Cody to grab a guy because he had to grab a guy anyway. And he ended up picking up Higbee. But Jared Cook had the best matchup on paper, even though he only caught one pass for 8 yards and a touchdown. But I was a little interesting. Cody waited pretty late to snag a tight end. I think he was definitely waiting on Hawkinson. But yeah, was that a blocking move right there?
That was definitely a blocking move. I was looking at the matchups, and that was the best matchup on paper. And I was just trying to hurt his eye because he only had the night game and Monday left to make a spot because that game was just about to start.
Because that if he picks up Cook, that's an additional 4.8. That definitely puts him over the top.
Right.
But I mean, obviously with Higbee, Higbee getting COVID on Monday morning, and he had to just kind of through. I mean, that would have been the worst thing if this Kendall Blanton guy would have.
Who the hell is that?
If he would have torched you on Monday, you would have totally lost. You would have lost your shit if Kendall Blanton would have beat you.
Could you imagine if a guy named Kendall Blanton was the reason why you didn't have a shot at the Triple Crown?
Right.
That would have been the funniest thing ever. I could just imagine the cackles coming from Newcastle all the way.
Oh man, all the way down.
Cody somehow set a perfect lineup. He 0.1 points is all he missed out on, which was Russell Gage over Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good for insane.
Him. But he was missing Jalen Hurts, Hawkinson, and Damian Harris, and a Patriots defense. So, yeah, good for you though, Luke. Triple Crown in sight. I did a little research. Only one team besides you now has had a chance at the Triple Crown, and that was Brinkman in 2017 when his team was incredible. That was the
last time Brinkman was good.
Oh man. And he did advance. I mean, obviously, he was the 1 seed in the highest scoring team. He whooped up on the 8 seed, but then did lose to the champion incoming, which was Patrick. Patrick beat him by 3 points in the semifinals. That was the year Antonio. It was I remember it vividly. Week 15. Antonio, it's Pittsburgh and New England. Antonio Brown goes down with a calf injury in quarter 1. That was the year Antonio Brown caught like 120. And that was the Jesse James like reaching over the goal line.
Oh, that game?
That was that game.
How do you remember that?
Because I'm a Steelers fan, and it killed me, man. That was rough. But I mean, it was brother. So yeah, I remember that game. But that was the game that Brown went down in the first quarter with the calf injury. which cost Brinkman pretty much the title, which is crazy. It's just like survival of who can survive these next
fittest.
3. Yeah, who can survive these next 3 weeks, especially with COVID and it's ramping up right now. There's like 18 players on Washington, like 12 on Cleveland. I just gotta hope that none of your guys get it and just kind of finish down the stretch, man.
Luke, how'd you end up getting the same exact haircut as your brother? Did you just walk in and they said, "Oh, there's only one style we could do"?
I just showed him a picture of Zach's hair and said, "Oh, I want this."
Is that what you say about my championships, that you want those too?
I definitely want a championship. That's for sure.
Moving on.
Yeah, we'll break down these last couple matchups.
Right, and then we can come back to some more breaking down the playoff seeds and all that.
Yeah, I'll break mine down real fast. Oh,
well, I think yours is more entertaining. So
Blaster. Okay, Blaster, I love it. 1 is last 2. Like he started 0-12. The worst record ever, or was 2.
Ties the worst record ever.
Ties the worst. Yeah, every 12th place finisher in the regular season has only won 2 games. It was good to see Blaster get to that 2-game mark, which is great. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Cole does what he was supposed to do against Patrick. Patrick really has been in a slide in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
losing 3 straight.
Yeah, the Tom Brady, he benched Tom Brady for Cam Newton, which was interesting. It didn't matter anyway.
And then Penny was on his bench.
Penny, I mean, a good pickup for him. Like he picked him up last week. Good for him.
Kareem Hunt, the injury really bogged his team down.
Yeah.
DJ Moore had a pretty good game for just how bad Cam has been.
Yeah. Cole loses Hopkins the rest of the year. That's a bummer for him. He did shoot me a text today that he was obviously gearing up, hopefully to make another run. Obviously, the second place finisher from last year, but little bummed Hopkins is out. So it's tough break for him. He's gonna have to plug and play. Hopefully he can get Thielen back, and he's got a tough matchup upcoming in the playoffs. Patrick, with the loss, he's lost 3 in a row, and he dropped in the playoff seedings as well.
All right. Heath did what he had to do, and he got himself a victory against Drew.
Winner of the division.
To rhyme that. Wins the division. He beat me twice this year, so he won when it mattered.
He did.
3-game win streak headed into the playoffs. That's not bad.
He's got a couple of the hottest players in the league, with Renfro, Mark Andrews, and Jonathan Taylor.
It's pretty weak at running back besides Jonathan Taylor. He scores 150 points besides Pittman and Taylor. Did not have either of them.
Aaron Jones is still pretty good, though. Aaron Jones is still pretty good. I know he's got limited touches right now, but he's going to be all right.
Does that take us to your matchup?
Yeah. My matchup that I thought I was completely done for, which I thought I had a good fortune with Lean. I swear doesn't check his lineups till Sunday morning. And did not play Dalvin Cook. And I said, screw it, I'm gonna play Madison anyway. I'm gonna double down on it. And Madison doesn't hardly play.
Now he's on COVID.
Yeah. But Lean gets the award for the damn it award, because now Dalvin Cook's the highest bench player of the year. That takes away Luke's Myles Gaskin.
32.
But after Brandon Cooks and Ayuk and Robbie Anderson score, I'm like, well, that sucks, man. Like, I'm just gonna have to live with this. And Lamar Jackson goes down. I was like, well, I guess I got a shot on Monday night. I better throw in the guy that can probably has the higher ceiling. So I throw in Beckham instead of Van Jefferson, because I needed one of the receivers and my kicker to outscore Sony Michel by 25, 26 points. and Odell has about 6 more points than Van Jefferson, or five more points. Yeah, 5 more points than Van Jefferson, which makes the difference. And then obviously the Rams kicking that last second, or not the last second field goal, but kicking a field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1. Gets me the win over Lean, which I've talked so much crap on Lean. So it was great to sweep him again this year. Yeah, but I was glad, which moves me up to the 5 spot, which I love the 5 hole because a lot of champions come out of the 4-5 matchup. Love it. Which drops Lean to the toilet bowl for the 2nd year in a row with Brinkman. Brinkman and Lean back-to-back toilet bowl appearances, which is hard to do.
I don't think I've ever been in the toilet
We
bowl.
can't hear you, Dalton.
Are we just calling the entire bottom 4 the toilet bowl? Is that what we're doing now, or
Or the toilet bracket.
Yeah, toilet
Yeah.
bracket.
Toilet bracket. And we'll go over those matchups because remember, it is a 2-week.
The plunger.
The plunger.
Did you just put a hoodie on?
Yeah, I did. It's getting a tad bit chilly in my house, so I got to pay for the heat and the electricity, so I keep it really low. So
Yeah, me
well,
too.
with that, let's move on to week 15, where it all starts. We're going to start in the toilet bracket.
Let's start the bottom up.
Yep, toilet bracket. Remember, it is a 2-week semifinal.
The bottom 4 is the only thing that didn't change.
Yep,
Looking at
everybody
this
else changed. 1 through 8 all changed, but 9 through 12 did not change. So I believe it is Lean versus I gotta find this.
No, it is Brinkman versus Blaster, I believe.
Okay.
Stewart type.
Yep, Brinkman versus Blaster. So a 2-week semifinal. Even though it says on the website you have a bye, I will take whoever scores the most points, and give that person a, say 18-point head start for the next week.
And it is Dark Horse, the other Brinkman versus Lean.
Yep. We'll see if we can get a back-to-back toilet seater in Lean.
Oof, man, we'd really make him ride back on that BMW with it.
Oh God. That's what I was saying. I was glad to beat him because I've talked so much shit about his team this year. I did not want to lose to him in the last week of the season.
If he loses again, I'm getting him a toilet seat keychain for his motorcycle keys.
Nice. That'd be great. Blaster's getting hot 2 weeks in a row, man. Only one. Watch out. Only one 12th place.
Timmy
is the only one that finished 12th place in the regular season and signed the seat. Only one.
English.
So Blaster has that going for him at least.
Okay.
But
That's
there's 2 people. So with Blaster and Lean, there is a chance for the first. No, Andrew was on there twice. Never mind. I was going to say it could be the second two-time toilet seater. But yeah. So you want to go? Let's start with the 1-8, the 1-8 matchup. The 1-8,
Luke,
the 1-8.
Have you taken a look at your matchup yet?
Oh, of course. I'll look at it like probably about 15, 20 times a day.
Is your lineup set?
For the most part, I'm not, because I picked up Duke Johnson, and I don't know if any of the other Miami running backs are going to come off that COVID list. I blew all my fab for that.
180? Is that what you had left?
Yeah, I had 180 left, and Zach had a typo and said I spent 190.
Oh well. You can go on the whole $10.
We'll take get off your. We'll make you pay $10 extra in the entry fee. It's fine.
I did spend more than I had.
The history of the 1-8 matchup of 7 years, the one
win,
is 6-1. Yep, 6-1.
Do you remember who that was?
It was Matthew over Blaster.
Yep,
by like a point. It was great. If Drew took down Luke, this might be
Blaster. that was the year Blaster's firstborn was born, right? Dad luck.
That was the year after.
Oh my
Dad
bad.
luck is the year after. So this would be if Drew were to beat Luke, this would be probably the biggest upset ever. Like, I mean, it's already the 1-8, but like with Drew having a losing record and Luke going for the Triple Crown. But early projections have Luke scoring 150 points. It's absolutely terrifying.
You want to break it down player by player while we got him here? You looking at your lineup there, Luke?
Yeah.
You want to go to your matchup and on your phone or your?
Are you
prepared?
Are you prepared if Austin Eckler doesn't play tomorrow?
I'm not prepared. So if Austin Eckler doesn't play, I mean, I guess I could move David Johnson up there and
plug and play from there,
or put Chuba Hubbard in there. I mean, Chuba's just not.
Duke Johnson, not David Johnson.
I said Duke Johnson.
I heard David.
Did I say David?
Yeah,
he always hears David. So
I hear David Johnson in my dreams. It's just my first championship. I just love David Johnson. Almost as much as Alfred Morris.
I'm looking at it right now. I don't like the computer version.
Really?
Oh, I love the computer.
No. I'm not a big fan. This is the first time I figured out how to log into it.
Okay, millennium.
And it doesn't like have the colors like the phone app.
Oh, okay.
Like it says this defense is rated.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Or they've allowed this many points to the quarterback.
You have to click on it to see that.
Yeah.
But we'll go across the board. We'll go head to head. Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, Josh. Well, who's Patrick playing? They're playing the Chargers.
Chargers. Go with Chargers. Go.
I'm going Josh Allen.
Running back duo. You have one of the nastiest running back duos, Lenny and Eckler.
If Eckler plays.
If Eckler plays.
I think I remember everybody talking shit on me drafting Lenny. So y'all can suck it.
You have a ginormous advantage in running back.
Oh, it's
huge.
By far.
Yeah,
it's not even close.
It was like a 37-21.
I mean, Zeke's had some decent games over the second half of the year, but I don't see that.
And your receivers are just so much better too. Diggs and Chase over Lamb, and I mean AJ Green is okay.
Lamb is going to be about the only issue, and Gronk. We know you like Gronk.
Gronk can kiss my ass.
Okay, never mind.
Gronk and Tom are dead to me. They're dead to me.
Hey, at least you don't have to worry about Zach Moss.
That's true. Drew did flip 5 guys on his roster this morning for $0. So we'll see if that has enough firepower to take down the beast.
Yep. Let's see. What is Devonta?
Imagine Laquan Treadwell, Alan Lazard takedown.
That would be disgusting.
I would even.
That would be.
He has to play Gabe Davis. He has to. He has
Gabe
to play
Davis, Laquan Treadwell, Alan Lazard.
I'm just saying because of the Diggs, Josh Allen thing. Play Gabe Davis, get a little jump on it. But who knows? But I mean, you're favored quite a bit.
Oh, for sure. And Jamar Chase finally got me a good game since week 7. So I was glad he came through last week.
You did.
I literally
when you needed
every point I got.
Yeah. You did. All right. The 4-5 matchup. The 5 seed.
Can we just wait?
Okay, we'll wait. Okay, we'll
I don't want to talk about that just yet.
The 2-7.
2-6. 2-7?
Yep, 2-7. The
7. That's right. It shows up weird.
The 2 seed is 4-3 all time. So not an overwhelming majority.
But the 2 seed has won the most championships, I believe.
No, the 4 and the 5 have won the most.
Oh.
That's the 4 and 5 have accrued 4 out of 7 titles.
Wow.
The 3 seed has been to the most title games, but they are 1 and 3.
Okay.
So, but the 2 versus 7, we have Heath on a 3-game win streak and Cole getting a
2-game win
needed
streak, I think.
1 game, getting back in the
Oh, my
winning
bad.
column. He's got the Bronco running back tandem. But Heath, Jonathan Taylor back from the bye week, looking a little unstoppable with Hunter freaking Renfro.
Jonathan freaking Taylor.
Yeah, man.
Hunter Renfrow, Michael Pittman, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews. Yikes.
Matt Stafford.
Darnell Mooney.
His team scares me.
It's super scary.
He's got the highest point total of the season, 203 points. So he's got the firepower. So
Wait, what? Oh, highest
the
scoring points in one game. Okay.
Highest score of one game. Yep, 203.
Oh, dude, we got AJ Dillon going up against Aaron Jones.
There we go. That'll be fun. He's got
Nick Chubb by himself.
We got some Saturday action in this game. There are Saturday games this week.
Yes. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Can Jonathan Taylor overcome the Bill Belichick game plan?
I don't know.
He takes away the best option.
I feel like Carson Wentz is going to throw 2 picks at least.
Maybe.
He's been playing so good lately, and it's
early projections have Heath with the projected win 126 to 102. Yeah, Heath's got a good team. Won 3 in a row to clinch that number 2 seed, whereas you had lost. You needed just to win a few, and he needed to win out, and it struck gold for Heath.
Carson Wentz over half a interception, minus 110. We're gonna go ahead and lock that one in. I like this iteration of the show where I just say hot takes and then I just bet on it and I lose money.
Do you normally lose or?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been losing a lot in our weeklies.
I've been thinking about taking your advice and throwing some money on myself.
I'm breaking up, buddy. We'll see what Luke's coming back to.
I do a lot of FanDuel on it.
Oh, no good. Did we lose Zach?
No.
He's got his cheesy smile. Look at that.
I've lost both of you.
Oh, there he is.
I lost both of you guys.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'll have to wait and see what that cheesy smile that you're talking about. I could hear you the entire time.
Okay, good.
I did a nice rendition of it.
A rendition. Well, how about this rendition of a matchup of 2 champions in the 3-6 matchup? Sackett in the 3 spot,
2 tie,
and Patrick in the 6 spot. The 3 seed has the better record of, I believe, 5-2. So Sackett's got the early projection lead. I did mention.
Just look at his team.
Yeah, I did mention that
it's all healthy now.
I did mention that the 3 seed has been to they've been to 4 championship games, the 3 seed, but they've only won 1. But Jalen Hurts is questionable, dealing with the high ankle.
I don't think he's going to play.
He may not.
For Cody's sake, I hope he doesn't play.
And James Conner potentially dealing with an ankle sprain as well. I mean,
he'll probably play.
Yeah,
they don't need him.
Yeah, they're playing Detroit.
Yeah,
that's the thing. They might just say we don't need him this week.
Right, with Edmonds coming back, and they didn't. Yeah. Well, Edmonds didn't come back, but he will be coming back.
Yeah, I'm not counting out Sackett's team. I've doubted him all freaking year. I'm not doing it anymore. Got a hell of a team.
Got
a hell of a team.
Yeah, look at look at his projections last week. It was like he was projected at like 117 points, and he pulls 60 more points out of that.
I don't trust projections. I don't. Every website has different projections. I go with how I feel. So
I didn't feel like that.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I go.
I didn't feel like he should have put up 170 points with that lineup. I think he just got super lucky.
I don't know. Devonta Adams is a freaking man on a mission. Either way, Sackett does. So far, all the higher seeds are favored. The 1, the 2, and the 3 are all favored. But we'll see. We got a chance for another 2-time champ. Patrick can make it a 2-time champ. Join the club of 2 times, which would be great. Would love that. Do not
odds are not looking good though.
Odds are not.
His team's
good.
pretty banged up.
And then Sackett looking for the 3X, the 3-time champ. Everyone's gunning for you, man. So, and the matchup that matters is the 4 v5. The 5 seed is 5-2 in this matchup. The 2 times the 4 seed has won, they have gone on to win the Suck Up Cup. And the 4-5 matchup is your commish and your deputy commish. Dalton, the 4 seed, Zach, the 5 seed. 4 of 7 champions have come out of this bracket. So when Cole messaged me earlier today, he said, bookmark it. Luke's going to lose in the second round. Bookmark it.
I sent him a message when we played, and because he picked up Gainwell, because I don't remember, somebody got hurt or something.
Yeah.
And I sent him a message. I was hammered, and I'm like, "You think Gainwell's gonna help you?" He ended up having like 19 points. Best player on his team.
But we have a matchup of commish and deputy commish. Yeah, it's Dalton's got the projection lead, which I don't know. They don't add up. I don't know how the Michael Carter, they don't have projections for him in the.
No, he's sitting at 0 right now. He's not back. He's just been designated to return.
I know, but your 145 does not add up. I added those up. It's like 132 or something. So it's real weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think they're projecting him overall, but there's no projections on the site. It's real weird. Either way.
This game could also make you regret. One of you is going to regret the trade you guys made.
That's true. It's probably going to be me, but I did get in a second flex spot. But I'm kind of wishing I'd rather have the 2 players this week, because I hate having to start a running back in the flex, and I might have to do that.
Yeah, it's going to be. We'll get a good understanding after Thursday. You got Herbert and Kelsey. I got Hill. We'll kind of see how it plays out after that, and go from there. I did lose Odell to the COVID list, but that allows me to play Van Jefferson. So
makes your pick a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. I'm probably not going to get Lamar Jackson this week, so
Or
I
Swift.
went or Swift. So I went and paid big money on Taysom Hill, even though I didn't need to. I did anyway. So I know I need to make a choice
in there.
I have Tua and Hill, so I got to make a choice.
Ooh, projections are not looking good.
Well, Taysom Hill, they have. See, that's why I don't trust projections. They just have Taysom Hill in his like flex role. Like he scored 20 points back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, I think they are projecting him on just his quarterback points.
Yeah. That's not
6 quarterback points.
His quarterback points he's been projected like that the last 3 weeks.
I'd take Tua against the Jets over Taysom versus Tampa Bay.
But I mean, it's gonna come down to see what happens on Thursday. Like that's kind of how it's gonna go, like how conservative or how aggressive we're gonna be on one way or the other. Like Dalton should come out ahead. Like there's no question about it.
Should, but we all know Tyreek Hill can put up 30 at any moment.
So, yeah. And we got, we got a little, so we got the Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill against
The
each
Energy
other.
Bowl.
We have the Cooper Cup, Van Jefferson. We got a couple matchups against each other. It's going to
Is
be
this the first Energy Bowl in the playoffs? I don't think so.
No,
It is?
No, we played last year in the first round and I whooped your ass.
Yeah,
I didn't
it was
look
bad.
at that.
That sucked.
Yeah, that was on the way to the another championship run for me. But
Let's look for all the two-time champions to be knocked out in the first round. Let's do that.
that is a well, there's only two
I
of
could
them.
go for
So
that. I could go for that.
so with Sackett and I, we could get bounced. Pat would be the other champion. That could get bounced in the second round. Yeah, it's money time, boys, and no better time than this week to, try to get your name on that trophy. Luke chasing the first ever Triple Crown.
This will be the last time we talk about all of the teams this season because the segment is called Matchups That Matter.
So next week, the matchups that matter will be the 4 semifinal games and still the toilet bracket because those matchups matter.
The 2 semifinal games.
Yep.
Well, no, the 4 that just happened. And then we'll preview the 2 semis.
Yeah, it's winding down.
Let's talk about the bets.
The bets, a little recap of the board bets. Zach
I lost again.
5 weeks in a row. Zach has won the week at 2-1. I won. I laid the massive 11.5 points for the Packers and won.
Yep.
So I won by 15. And then Dalton had the Bucks at 3.5. I'm going to pull up we did a head-to-head DraftKings again. Early 11 a.m. games only. I have swept Dalton on the DraftKings portion. I've taken plenty of Dalton's money on DraftKings this year.
Yes.
I was able to take out the victory very close, 128.2 to 122.68.
And that's with 2 of my players
you should
early in the game.
Mm-hmm. A couple overlaps we had. We both had Antonio Gibson. We both had Hunter Renfrow. We both had Austin Hooper, and that was it. And CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yep. Other opposites, I had Taysom Hill at quarterback, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Marvin Jones Jr., and Panthers defense, whereas you had Lamar Jackson, who got hurt, Alvin Kamara, Laquan Treadwell, and Kareem Hunt, who also got hurt, and the Falcons defense. So if one of those 2 don't get hurt, you probably
would have won this time, but that's all right.
But I'll take another win there. So running total, excuse me, running total, Zach 20-16 in the weekly bets. Dalton has definitely taken a win in the season long. We got a couple more still up for grabs. I think I'm gonna get the Taysom Hill over under rush touchdowns finally. So those are gonna have to work out. So gonna come down to the wire again, as we like it to happen.
Okay.
Do you guys like DraftKings, or have you ever done FanDuel?
I play DraftKings.
I've never done FanDuel.
Is DraftKings full PPR?
Yes, and no kickers.
I might have to switch.
Full PPR. No FanDuel, I believe, is 6 point per touchdown pass for quarterback.
Is it?
I think FanDuel's TD. It's very TD heavy, and it's half PPR. DraftKings, I only play DraftKings whenever I do. I don't play it often, but just when I like to take Dalton's money.
Promo code GEM at DraftKings. I'm just kidding.
Sponsored by DraftKings.
Every podcast sponsored. All right, here we go.
Are you ready? This is going to be very different.
Is it spreads?
It's very different.
Okay.
If you're up for it, I'm going to tell you the odds after I tell you what I like to bet on.
Okay.
I would like to bet on. There's 3 English Premier League games tomorrow. which is
No,
English soccer.
no.
You afraid I'd dominate you?
Yes, you would dominate me.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna like.
fine.
You're just gonna like. I'll be like,
I
yeah,
won
sure.
20 bucks today on English soccer. What can I say?
Yeah, that,
Fine,
you can keep your
fine,
20 bucks. If
fine.
you want to give me another, $3 on your DraftKings, go head to head. I'll beat you again.
Okay, fine.
I have wanted to do a DraftKings like weekly league. That would be kind of fun.
They don't have their specials up yet.
Yeah, we've only pretty much since
Oh,
week
here they are.
10, we've gone like all spreads.
Okay.
DraftKings.
I'm just going to take the first 3 that I think are worthy of betting on. This is a weird one.
Okay. I get the first pick.
Yes.
Okay.
Patriots are playing the Colts on Saturday night. Mac Jones plus Carson Wentz to combine for over 49.5 completions. Right now, yes, pays out plus 150.
49.5
completions.
Yes.
So it's basically over under.
Make sure you document Luke's as well. Yes, it's over
it's,
under 49.5.
Over.
Under.
Under.
Oh, you're going under too?
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
that's lame. We're not doing
That's
that
okay.
one. Put it on there.
Oh.
Put it on there anyway. We'll do 4. That one's lame. Yeah, I'm just going back to spreads.
So you
Those are
gotta
lame.
take. So you're gonna okay. You can take the under. That's fine.
Yeah, we're both going the same direction on that one. All right.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna put it on the board.
Yeah, no, that one's lame.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. You gotta be able to. You gotta be willing to go either way. That's the thing.
All right, we'll do it. This is a weird one. We'll go back to that same game Saturday night. Patriots
At home, right?
2.5 point underdog in Indianapolis.
New England wins by 7.
Whoa.
So they're 2.5 point underdogs.
Yes, versus the Colts. It's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I'll take the Patriots.
Okay, give me the Colts. We got it. 2.5 points.
Okay, that's a close one, but they're hot. I think Belichick's the best defensive mind. He's going to stop Jonathan Taylor.
All right. I actually think these first 3 games are really hard to pick between Thursday and the 2 Saturdays. So I'm just going to do that.
You're gonna, so we're gonna know these by Sunday.
Yes. Thursday night football. Kansas City Chiefs favored by 3 in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles.
3-point favorites on the road, huh? Oh.
And I get to pick first.
Yeah.
Take
your boys. Do it. Take them. Take them.
This is so hard.
I'm going Chargers, 14 points.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking the Chiefs on that note. -3.
See, God damn it.
I got to make up some ground, man. I had to take
but
the safe one there.
I know. I could jock block though. You did it with the other one, so.
Can you say can you bet saying above the spread, like I said, Chiefs not Chiefs, Chargers by 14?
Yes, you can.
You can
Would that pay out more?
Yes, it would. Right now, you can get Chargers plus 14. Oh, plus 14 or -4 to win by 14.
Yeah,
So
Chargers to win by 14.
Chargers to win by 14. Man, I don't think it would even let you take that bet. The biggest bet will let you take is -9.5 for plus 475.
So if I put $100 in, I'd win $475.
Yes.
All right. Well, And you can do that on DraftKings?
DraftKings Sportsbook.
In Wyoming. Yes.
I don't know about North Dakota.
I don't know about North Dakota either.
I'm also gonna take the Chiefs. Sorry,
Okay.
I can't
Raiders.
bet against the Chiefs.
Raiders, Browns.
You're gonna bet against Herbert?
I'll take the points.
It's up to you. I really don't care either way. We've been going against each other, but
I know we don't usually go opposite. I'll play along. I mean, it's close enough.
There
Okay.
you go. That's 1 point for
I
Zach.
just get nervous about no Eckler.
true.
What do you
Weird
mean,
one.
no Eckler?
He's probably not playing.
You shut your mouth.
Game time decision.
Another weird one.
He's one of those. If he's active, you got to play him no matter what.
I honestly don't even want to do this one, but I kind of already committed to the whole Saturday thing just because this line is really fucked up. You can veto. Right now, it's Raiders favored by 1 over the Browns. Is that free money?
Raiders are favored
By 1.
Yeah, I
feel
would.
like that's
That's
free money.
free money with all the COVID issues, and I'm gonna take
Yeah, I
the
don't think-
Browns,
I don't-
and then I'm gonna take the Raiders.
I don't think we're doing that one. But I'm taking the free money. I bet on that one too. Oh man, what else we got here? We have I don't even know, man. There's so much going on.
You made me take the frickin' Chargers. You take the frickin' Browns. It's only fair.
All right, fine. Give me the Browns +1, which
Plus
is
one.
basically straight up.
It's a pick.
+1.
+1. But the
Is it a
Raiders
pick 'em?
suck too, though. It's basically a pick 'em.
Ba-
Who's gonna win?
Basically, if it's a
It's a
tie, I
push.
win.
That's to be a push.
No, because it's +1. I'd be
Oh.
within 1. So a tie is the only way that +1 matters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I took the Chargers in a
All right, give me the Browns
in a
plus
dog
1.
shit one.
Man, I do not feel good about this last week of bets, but it is spreads, so no one knows what the fuck is actually going to happen.
No, then only the NFL does.
Lucas, thank you for coming on, being our only guest of this entire season. What do you have for us?
I don't have nothing. It's cold up here. Thank God I'm going on days off. I'm gonna rest up and just watch some football. I wish there was a game. I wish there was a game every day.
Yeah.
Well, next week, Luke.
I wish we could watch the Browns tonight
I'd watch
with
that.
nobody on their team.
I'd watch it.
Luke, you're looking at potentially one of the two folks that you're playing next week.
I know, and I was hoping this wasn't how it was gonna shake out.
None of us
But
wanted it. This
Luke,
way.
Luke thought it reseeded after this. I'm like, no, it doesn't
Yeah.
reseed.
I thought I'd whoop up on Drew.
The bottom
and
of the
then-
barrel.
And then I get the bottom of the barrel.
No,
Which would probably be me still.
it's a nice sentiment, but no, that's not how this
Luke,
works.
if you want the Triple Crown, you're gonna have to work your ass off. That's what it means. You're gonna have to beat myself or Dalton and then potentially match up against Sackett again or Heath potentially.
I'm hoping they both lose on a one-off chance, but I don't see that happening. But hey, I can hope, right?
You sure
That's
can.
all you got.
Everyone, we are all 2 wins away. 2 wins away to get
From
a
the
jersey.
championship.
From a
Yep.
jersey at least. 2 wins.
2 wins. 2 weeks away from finding out who's wearing jerseys.
Dalton, it's only one of us. We know that. It can only be one of us.
I know. That's crazy. You got enough, bro. You
Yeah,
fucking
calm down, Zach.
you stole that baseball one from me this year.
Oh man, that's just
Fuck.
bittersweet, man. Luke, I went back to back in the baseball league.
It's so
Not big.
bad.
Baseball is way too hard to keep track of.
Back to back, man. I
It's
got
so fun to keep track of.
5 jerseys downstairs.
Next year we're drafting a English football league team.
I still probably win.
Yeah, probably. You'd figure out whatever the meta was and then just own it. I think I already have my draft strategy for next year in baseball though, so we're good.
Oh man, but it's playoff time. It's the Gem City Gridiron playoffs. Everyone's going for that.
Put up or shut up.
Yep.
Put up or shut up for suck up.
Suck up, man. Do this.
I used to be a rapper.
Everyone, do your suck up ups.
Suck up ups. Yep.
Triple crown, here I come, baby.
Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, we'll go ahead and end this bad boy.
Good luck, everybody.
Catch you guys next week.